Every one of them was fragile and precious. Kate Stanton Davis, who lived just 6 hours. Jack Byrne, who died aged 1 day old. Similar failures led to the death of Pippa Griffiths. And yet for years, babies kept coming to harm. Hundreds of families at this one hospital trust, the same mistakes, time after time.
I still have Sophia's wires.
Steph Hodgkiss' pregnancy was known to be high risk, but says she was left in a room in pain for 40 minutes pleading to be checked over. When she was, her baby Sophia had a weak heartbeat.
I remember saying, how do I say goodbye when I've only just said hello? Had they have checked me as soon as I arrived, Sophia would have still been born with a heartbeat, and that's ultimately what caused her passing. I should have a 6-year-old here, and I don't.
Hers is just one of 250 cases examined in today's report. In all, 1,800 are being investigated. It found mothers weren't risk assessed properly, incompetence among midwives to spot when a pregnancy was going wrong. There was a culture to avoid caesareans despite the risks, and an unacceptable lack of kindness and compassion. Serious incidents weren't investigated properly, and mothers were often blamed for the loss of their child.
We have found clear examples of failure to learn lessons.
The report is partly dedicated to Richard Stanton and Rhiannon Davis, whose fight for answers for their daughter Kate helped uncover the scandal. It took 7 years for the trust to admit it failed her. All the while, babies kept on dying.
I just hope that those who have contributed to this tragedy feel ashamed, feel guilt, and learn lessons. Please learn lessons.
Those lessons are now spelled out in 27 demands for change at this trust, but maternity units across England are also being urged to take immediate action, to listen more to mothers and to work with other hospitals to investigate serious incidents.
The vast majority of care, maternity care in this country, is safe. It's of a high standard. But I suppose when things go wrong, sometimes the system is not quick enough at picking up that something's gone wrong.
This was just an interim report. The final one will be published next year, with more than 1,500 cases still to be reviewed. There is also an ongoing police investigation into whether criminal charges should be brought. The chief executive of this trust wouldn't take questions today, but in a statement said how very sorry we all are for the pain and distress caused here, and says they are committed to implementing all the actions in the report. But concerns about safety continue here. This trust is still rated inadequate, and after years of failing to implement recommendations, the families of those affected here say they'll have little confidence until they see proof of action and not just more words.